Good morning, guys. Okay, Wednesday, wake up. How's everyone doing this morning? Man, oh man, it's getting chilly in the UK now at nighttime. It's really getting chilly. I hope you guys down the southern side are enjoying spring and summer coming up. Okay, so Wednesday wake up. What we're going to be talking about today is something that I have been experiencing quite a bit. I've seen it quite a bit in discussions with people and in comments on various forums around trading. And that is, there seems to be a sentiment that trading needs to be hard, trading needs to be complicated, you've got to be clever. And if you have been ever in a conversation with a bunch of people who trade, you've probably experienced this as well, that it seems to be like an ego trip of how much they know about the fundamentals and how the fundamentals are going to impact price on various instruments, and the technical analysis using every friggin' indicator under the sun. In fact, it's like the greater their knowledge of all the different indicators and how complex all the different indicators are, and the more they use 6 or 7 different indicators to look for confluence, for confirmation of their opinion on which way the price is going to go in the market, and all of that noise, which that's all it is, guys. It's just noise. In fact, the simple fact of the matter, the simple truth of the matter is that trading is simple. It's very, very simple. There is absolutely no need to complicate it. There's absolutely no need to be clever about trading. There's no need to be a rocket scientist with trading. In fact, the simpler you make it, the better. Because that's not what it's about. Trading is not about all that. When you understand what trading is all about, you realize how ridiculous it is to be so caught up on the noise of the technicals, the fundamentals, the using dozens of different indicators to confirm your need to be right. It's just ridiculous, because at the end of the day, what is trading? What is the market? Trading is taking money or losing money in the market, right? But what's the market? Market is nothing but you and me many, many times over. That's all the market is. It's human behavior. That's all it is. There's nothing more complicated than that. It's human behavior. And human behavior is made up of lots of different sets of beliefs, lots and lots of different sets of emotion being projected onto the market. So how is that related to having to be clever, having to be a rocket scientist, having to know and understand all the different indicators under the sun and try and fit them all together to a point where you believe you see confluence to make your belief correct or right, make you feel right about going into a trade? The more you feel the need to do that, the more you're setting yourself up for failure. The more you understand human behavior, the more you understand what makes people tick, what makes people makes people work in the market, what makes people make decisions in the market. The more you understand that, i.e., the more you understand yourself, the more powerfully and successfully and consistently you will trade. It's as simple as that. There is a phenomenal guy, Van Tarp, who has he has coached super traders for many, many years. He was featured in the book Market Wizards by Jack Schwager. Yeah. And he has coached many of the super traders for the past 40 odd years. And one of the things he says is, which is so true, is that if you understand human behavior enough, the way which he says it is, my interpretation is that of what he says is that if you understand human behavior enough, you can take any entry in the market, right, without having a particular strategy. But what he actually says is that the more you are aligned and trading from a heart-centered space, from an internal heart-centered space, the more you're trading from there rather than ego, you could literally just place any trade on the market, go in any place, and you will be successful. You don't need a particular strategy to trade, because the more you are in tune with the market, the more you understand the human behavior that's driving price in the market, the more you will intuitively know when to go in without needing the rules of a strategy. Makes total sense. Absolutely makes total sense. And it is certainly my experience that is true, because the more I work with people, from of all ages, of all genders, of all backgrounds, of all levels of experience, it doesn't matter. The more they trade from what I call their heart center, more they trade from that state, the more consistently profitable they are. People who work from or trade from the egoic state, from the head, needing logical, absolute proof that what they see, what they believe is right. They need dozens of indicators. They need lots of outside confirmation that what they're seeing is right, and they have to be right. And the more they're needing their trading from that place, the more chaotic their trading experience is. I often say, there's a story I often relate, and that is the tale of the two traders. You've got two types of traders. You've got the typical, stereotypical Wall Street traders, and then you've got the Zen state traders, or what we call the super traders, okay? And they're completely different. But in the short term, they both make money. But on the long term, only one makes money in the market, and that's the Zen type or the super trader. The stereotypical Wall Street trader will make money on the market for a short period of time, because what is happening is this in the stereotype, which is it has a place. I'm not saying it doesn't have a place. It has a place. Like they serve a purpose in Wall Street, in the London stock market, all over the world, doesn't matter where. But the institutional stereotypical traders, where life is fast and it's like crazy and it's like ego, it's macho, they are in tune with the market for a time, because they are so hyped up with cortisol, adrenaline raging through their bodies. They're super in tune with the market at that moment in time. But the issue is, in order to maintain that state, they're needing to turn to alcohol and drugs in order to sustain that state. Okay, which inevitably means you're going to crash and burn, because your body can't deal with it. Your body can't sustain that level of hormones running around your body. So you like literally burn out with exhaustion. And the more you do that, the more you're going to need more drugs and alcohol to sustain that crazy state. And that's when paranoia sets in and depression sets in and absolute burnout. So that's short-lived. That's like a short burning fuse, if you will. And there's a place for that, and some people manage to actually come out of that and move on with their life with some level of financial security. Others don't. A lot don't. A lot burn through their great bonuses very quickly and actually don't come out of it financially secure. But on the other side, you then have the super traders who've stood the test of time, who have sustained through all types of market changes and regime changes and regulatory changes. They've stood the test of time, like 20, 30, 40, 50 years trading, because they are trading from their heart center. They're deeply spiritual people. These super traders of the world, like, look no further than Ray Dalio. He is without doubt the world's most successful hedge fund manager in history. He meditates. He's as far as I can recall, he actually does transcendental meditation. He's a deeply spiritual person, just like all the successful super traders throughout time. All the traders that, for example, Van Tarp has coached over the decades, they're deeply spiritual people, and they understand and know that trading is not about what you know. It's not about being clever. It's not about being a rocket scientist. It's about understanding human behavior, understanding themselves, understanding the human behavior driving the market, and understanding their relationship between the two, and trading from the calm, almost the executive center, as Dr. John DeMartini would say, or the heart center, trading from that place. And it's not about how much you know. It's about understanding your relationship with yourself, understanding the relationship with the market, understanding what's driving the market. That's all you need to know. It's all you need to know. So stop getting tied up in the noise that you have to be super clever, you have to be super knowledgeable, you've got to know everything about the market, you've got to know everything about strategies and what drives the market and fundamentals and the more and more indicators and all that. You don't need to know all that to be successful in trading. I've seen it time and time again. It is the traders that are trading from their heart center, just understanding themselves, understanding their relationship with the market, understanding that the market is nothing but thousands and tens and hundreds of thousands of them moving in the price in the market. The more you understand that and remain in that space, the more consistently, profitably they trade. But the more people need to know everything, need evidence and proof of everything to prove that they're right. That is frustrating. That leads to inconsistent results, blowing accounts, and certainly not being profitable. So if you're tending to be more like that, just take a step back, take a massive step back, and start learning about and understanding human behavior. And that will be the start of a transformational journey for you in your trading. Okay, so I will leave you with that thought, and I shall see you on Friday for Friday Freedom. And in the meantime, come and join us in the trading community, because tomorrow I'm going to do a deep dive at 1 o'clock, tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock UK time in our trading community. It is a closed group of traders from all over the world. Phenomenal energy in there, and I would love to have you in there. We'll do a deep dive tomorrow at 1 o'clock on the tale of two traders and the difference between the two, and why and how they get the results or don't get the results. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.